Welcome guys to Deggy's No BS Guide to Elden Ring. Elden Ring is quite a difficult game, and in order to get good at it, you need survivability. So what we're going to do is find all the Flask upgrades in Limgrave. That Limgrave to me covers Central Limgrave, Stormville Castle, and the Weeping Peninsula. We're going to get all Flask upgrades in this area. Let's start with our first one. The first thing we're going to do is get to Stormgate. This is the first site of grace you'll probably come into contact with after the Church of Ella. We're going to head straight upwards through Stormgate, which is north by northwest. As you get to the top of the hill, you're going to see a little golden Erd tree with a important item. You can tell if an item is important by its colour having a white and purple hue. You'll get this. This will be your first golden seed, which gives you more flasks. When you get a flask, a golden seed, you can select the flask option from any site of grace. Add to charge. Use one golden seed. This will increase in number all the way up to 30. You can also allocate what flask charges you want. If you're more of a magic build, you might want more of a FP Esters. If you want more HP, if you're more combat orientated, you might want more red HP Esters. Or you could go for somewhere in between. I kind of like to keep it in between. The next one is we're going to go northeast. If you look on your map, we're going to come to about this area here. Press A to place a marker. Go directly northeast from here. You'll see a troll usually guarding this place. Bit hard to see on my screen because we've got bad weather on the game. You'll see a little bowl with an important item in it, and that'll be your strength, not crystal tear. That is a wondrous physics flask upgrade. I'll show you where you get that in just a moment. For your next flask upgrade, you're going to come from where you've just got your strength not tear. You're going to run all the way across here to Saints Bridge. You'll see a bridge across the water. It will have a pumpkin man on the bridge. You're going to follow the road until you get to this place here, which is called Summer Water Village. We're going to go to the right of it, so east by southeast. When you get here, you're going to look for some steps to jump down on, which are right here. Run to the very end step, jump, jump. You will make it safely. There are golden runes here that you can collect to help you level up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get to the low point of this hill. Drop down. Drop down here. This is a spirit well. We're going to jump down here. This should help you land safely. And we're going to go to this church right here. I think it's the third Church of Marika. This, you'll get a sacred tear. That will increase the amount given to you from your heals. And this will get the Crimson Crystal Tear and our Flask of Wondrous Physics. So now we can use those Crystal Tears. Alright, from the third Church of Marika, we're just going to go straight south. You're aiming for this big golden tree here. On the map, it looks like this. It's going to run towards that. When you get to the minor Erd tree, you're going to find the important item here. That's your spiked, cracked tear and your green spill crystal tear. From the church where you just were, you want to make your way down to the south following the road. There will be a map if you haven't unlocked it. You'll see that along the way. You want to come to this place here. This place is called Fort Height. And we're just going to grab and go for now. You'll see the golden tree over there. Grab our golden seed, and now we can move on to the next one. Make your way south of Limgrave. You'll come across this bridge here with a big shooty gun, big catapult. Just run past it. grab this important item here. Swordstone key. Continue going south. When you follow the map south, the road south, you'll come up to this site of grace, a merchant, and a hole in the wall. If it's nighttime, there'll be a big enemy there that you can fight. I'm going to jump up here. I'm going to get up on this wall up here. Continue towards the castle. There is a golem archer here, so just be careful. And you can already see the next golden seed, which is over there. Grab the seed and move on to the next one. So the path you're going to take from where you just were was directly south. Cross the Bridge of Sacrifice. Follow the road all the way down. Keep going down till you see Castle Morn, which is the big castle you saw in the background. And then on that little ledge right there will be your next site of grace. Will be your next golden seed. There's also a map of the Weeping Peninsula here. Looking at your map, if you go back on the path you just came from, go up back to the site of grace, take the opening that is in the west, we're going to come to this village here. I'll mark it on your map if you can have a good look. So up here, opening to the west. You'll come up to this village right here, which is called the Alien Village, and the church you are looking for is here. There is big rats in here, so you just want to grab and go. Or you could fight them, it's up to you. They will inflict a thing called madness on you if you take too much damage, and that will do huge chunks of health damage. This one is a bit of a hidden one, but from the Alien Village, you want to go past these demon ruins here, just to the north. A lot of people forget this one. By your Flask of Wonder of Physics, Faith Not Crystal Tear. We want to be going northwest from the Alien Village. You'll see the demi-human forest ruins. You want to go north of those ruins. Then guarded by some poisonous plants in a bowl will be your Faith Not Crystal Tear. The next one from the Alien Village that you just at, you want to go back yourself, around, up, and then to the northwest, following the path around across the bridge. We're going to make our way up to this point here. It's another church. Church of the Pilgrimage. It's in this area of the Weeping Peninsula. Then after this one, we're going to go southwest to the 4th Church of Marika. Once you're here, we're up to the statue. 4th Church of Marika. Get here, run south by southwest, all the way over here on the map of the Weeping Peninsula to get your secret tier. You want to make your way south of the Church of the Pilgrimage towards this tree. There is going to be a big boss fight here. When you make your way to this tree, it's going to be guarded by this thing here. This isn't an Erd Tree avatar, and if it's the first time you've ever fought one, it can be quite challenging. That one's a fairly easy one, just to get you used to its movesets. They do get fairly more difficult as you go on. After defeating it, you will get the Opaline Bubble Tear and the Crimson Bust Crystal Tear. Your next golden seed is going to require you to come back to the Stranded Cave. Use 2 Swordstone keys to break the barrier that you passed. You're going to jump into this poison swamp. Make your way across the poison. To get to this place here. Called the Fringe Folk Hero Grave. And it has this thing in the way. You'll make your way to the bottom. You'll come across a fog wall. And then you've got a pretty difficult fight coming up against this tree spirit. I would recommend being a higher level, or even just skipping this and coming back later on. But once you kill it, you'll be rewarded with 2 rewards. You'll be rewarded with your golden seed. Your next 2 Flask upgrades are going to be in Stormville Castle. Easiest way to get to him is from the Liftside Chamber Site of Grace. You do need to beat Margaret the Fell Omen to gain access to this area. But from the heavily guarded courtyard, which is there, and the Liftside Chamber Site of Grace, you want to run east to get the golden tree. And the golden seed. Then you want to run back on yourself, back to the lift side chamber. The lift side is inside there. We're going to go to this corpse right here, and we're going to be very careful because we need to drop down. This will hurt when you first land. Luckily we've got healing, and this is the bit where you need to be careful. If you have soft cotton, you won't get hurt on that landing, but we want to drop down onto this beam, jump down onto these woods, these wooden platforms, and then just make your way down. There are a couple of rats down here, nothing too major. Take care of them and continue southwards. You'll see this big drop, and you will have to fight another ulcerated tree spirit. But this one is not as difficult as the one you've just killed. Kill this one and get your other golden seed. And a lot of people miss this one, but once you gain access to the Table of Lost Grace, come back to the shack, Stormhill Shack, where you met Rodrika, and there will be a nice little golden seed waiting right there for you. And there you have it, guys. All 17 Flask upgrades. That's Wondrous Physics, Golden Seeds, and Sacred Tears. That should give you a little bit more survivability. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one real soon.